Hi, it's May Mission Month, and as you know, we're talking about what God requires of us in terms of acting justly, loving mercy, and walking humbly. Today we've got Matt Wilson from our evening service, and he's going to share with us some of his life and his work in the disability sector. Can you tell us about what you do?
Yeah. So my job is a disability house manager. So I manage the lives of 5 people who have disabilities. They've got a variety of different disabilities. They live in a group home, and that group home runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I've got some staff there that sleep over at the house when I'm not there. My job also involves working with families and allied health to support them physically and cognitively, mainly. And then I manage the roster. But yeah, working with the families is quite significant because we try to work out what the goals are for people with disabilities. And then obviously we work with NDIS, who runs the disability world.
So it sounds like quite challenging work. How do you think that God set you up to be successful? Because I can see when you speak about it, you have a real passion for it.
Yeah, I think it's just the skills that God has given me. I think it links in very well with the disability world. So I find that with other people, I've got a lot of patience. I've got good empathy, which is good to identifying issues in disability world.
You spend a lot of time with people with disability trying to integrate them. Is that a hard job?
Yeah, I think it is. For me, I don't find it hard because I've been working with them for about 6 years now. But I think, yeah, a lot of society looks at people with disabilities quite differently. And they don't know much about, people with disabilities, like where they live and I guess what they do in their lives, full stop. Yeah.
So they're hidden in a sense from our world, mainstream world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Yeah.
What do you see when you look at a person with disability? Because you look through that disability, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, I think after 6 years of full-time work with them, I kind of just see them as a everyday person. You know, people have their strengths and weaknesses, and people have their faults as well. So that's how I see them. Yeah.
And that's not necessarily the way of the world. I think it's probably fair to say we look at the disability before we see the person. What's God taught you about the way you see people in this world of disability?
Something that was more personal. I was quite ambitious a couple of years ago, and I was managing 3 houses, which was quite tiring. It was more on the management side, so I was managing people rather than working with the clients. I was trying to get to regional manager level, and I didn't end up getting there. Some doors were closed. That's how God works sometimes, is that he opens and closes doors. But I think he also taught me that he wants me to work at the front line with people.
Yeah. How do you find the outside, like mainstream people, treat people with disability in an everyday situation that you might have found yourself in?
Yeah, I think it's mixed. You know, some people are really good in society. I think majority of the time, some people can look down at them. I went to an appointment today, and one of my clients, we were just waiting to go in to see the doctor, and there was some people there, and one of my clients was just tapping his foot continuously because he was a little bit impatient.
Yeah.
And I think there were a few eye rolls from one of the ladies there. But yeah, I think that's how sometimes people with disabilities can be viewed on all the time.
Yeah. I can see that heart in you, that you really light up when you talk about the people that you're working with. Thank you for talking to us today.
That's all right. My pleasure.